Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's time to unbox a Boxycharm by Ipsy. This is a big box. It's usually not this big. So let's dive straight in. I've got my iPad here. I'm gonna open up the app and we'll see what's what for this month. Okay, we've got the app. Hopefully it's not gonna cause me a bunch of trouble like it did in last month's video. Let's open up the box and see what's going on in here. Okay, so we have our little piece of paper here. It says Glamoween. So, you know, it's October, Halloween themed things. And in here it shows all of the different power picks that were available. It's got all of the sales going on, drop shop, all of that sort of thing. Some information about the icon box. I find this piece of paper to be useless. I would rather have the cards like we had before. I keep saying that in every video. I'm not bitter. It's fine. I don't like change. Okay, so jumping into my power picks. So these are the items that Ipsy chose out for me. And the first item I have here is the Byroe Celery AHA LHA Resurfacing Serum. So this is valued at $86. This was a nice high ticket item. This is a full size. And it is a exfoliating treatment. So it says, introducing your new skin clearing hero, this powerful serum crafted to help tackle your troubled complexion with the detoxifying prowess of celery juice. Gentle yet effective, this formula harnesses the clarifying properties of AHA and LHA to help blemishes in their tracks and boost cell turnover. Also infused with a soothing vitamin B12 complex, so they've got niacinamide in there to nourish oily, acne-prone skin and help restore balance. So very excited about this. I have never tried anything from Byroe. It does say on the packaging PETA approved, so this is a cruelty-free item. It also says on the side here 0% alcohol, fragrances, parabens, mineral oil, phthalates. It's nice, clean ingredients. So excited about this. This is one of those products that I like to keep in my repertoire for when I'm having a breakout. I do have a combination acne prone skin type. However, my skin is the clearest it's ever been. It's an interesting thing. It's interesting because I have had an acne prone skin my entire life, and in the last few months, my skin's just the clearest it's ever been. So I haven't been using a ton of products like this lately. However, I do find I tend to have more acne in the winter time. I think because I'm not going outside a lot. You know, we just get cooped up in the indoor air for too long or something. So I'll definitely be trying this out, but I do have other products like this in my collection. So I'm probably not gonna be testing this right away. But as soon as I do test it out, I will let you guys know in a future speed reviews as always. Okay, so jumping into the next power pick, it is a palette from Ofra, and this is the Mini Mix Face Palette, the Miami one. I love the packaging. It's got this like holographic situation going on. And this is the color story right here. So it's valued at $42 and it says it's a face palette. So it says, get ready to bring Miami's sizzling energy straight to your face with this vibrant and versatile full face palette. With 2 stunning highlighters that transform from liquid to baked perfection, along with highly pigmented bronzers and blushes, this palette perfectly captures the essence of Miami's Art Deco and neon-filled streets. So that leads me to believe that these are meant to be blushes. I don't know for my skin tone if they would be the right colors for me personally. I also think this color is far too dark for me to use as a bronzer. This is probably the only color I could use on my face. Maybe this one with a light hand. The highlighters look to be good, but I suspect I will be using this more on the eyes than on the face. But let's swatch it out and see how things are looking. I just almost put my fingernail right in that purple color. Oh, the highlighters feel incredible. Oh, the purple is like not as crazy as I thought. I'm really building up these swatches. Okay, so I swatched out all 6 and this is how they're looking. Look at those highlights. Oh my gosh, Ofra makes just gorgeous highlights. So those are definitely both ones that I could use on the face. This is that sort of terracotta blush. This is the purple one, and now that I've swatched it on my hand, I think maybe I could try it, right, on the face. There's the lighter bronzer there, and there's the darker one. So that one's definitely too deep for my skin tone, but definitely a nice, like, deepening shade for an eye look. I do think, like they said, this is a complete face palette. I think in a lot of ways, yeah, I could use the highlights on the face and the eyes. I could use the blushes on the face and the eyes. I could use this bronzer on the face, this one on the eyes, and just have a complete look. So really excited about that. I don't have a ton of products from Ofra. I have, the only other palette I have from them is like the huge bronzer and highlight palette, and that one is definitely it doesn't get used a ton in my collection because it's so big. It kind of gets like pushed to the back of a drawer, so I feel like this one might actually get used more just because the size is much more convenient, and it's a nice thin, like, this would be a great little travel palette. I always say that as though I travel. I don't go anywhere ever. Oh, and it did have this little plastic thing, which I like because you can leave it on and it actually protects your products there. I do find more and more my palettes and things are getting smashed in the drawers. I think they're getting too full. Okay, so now let's get into my choice items. And the first item that I chose out was this moisturizer. So this is the Aloe Yoga Skincare Luminizing Face Moisturizer. This is valued at $48. It looks big, 2 ounces. Well, it's not that big. It's probably just bulky packaging. But it says it's your new fave moisturizer. It says, when they word things all cute, your new fave moisturizer has entered the chat. This powerful yet lightweight moisturizer is specially designed to give you a luminous all-day glow without any heavy scent. Love that. Formulated with vitamin C, aloe, avocado oil, marula oil, and other plant-based wonders, this moisturizer not only deeply hydrates, but also brightens your skin's appearance. So sounds like a really great daytime moisturizer. I always love to use my vitamin C products more in the day, and if it is a lightweight formula, that's perfect for me. I'm having a real tough time getting into things today. I don't know why I don't have a knife here. I'm always trying to open things with like a pen or my keys, and this plant needs to move. Excuse you, over there. Okay, so opening it up just to see what the packaging is all about. Oh yeah, really nice, like glass packaging. Nice, good size, cruelty-free, all of the things. This is what it's looking like here. Smells like nothing. Love that. It does say made clean in California. No parabens, no phthalates, no gluten, no animal products, no sulfates, no mineral oil, no artificial colors or dyes, no synthetic fragrance, no aluminum, no PEGs, no silicones, no propylene glycol, vegan, clean, cruelty-free. Great. All the things we love. Excellent. I don't necessarily fall into the hype of the clean skincare movement that's going on. I do think that that's like a bit of a buzzword that people are using as a scare tactic or as a marketing scheme. However, some of those ingredients I do try to stay away from for my own reasons. You know, just in terms of like my personal preferences. So I often end up liking the products that are marketed as clean beauty, even though I think that that's like, it's not a regulated term. So off on a tangent. That's what it looks like there. Oh yeah, that's just like a really nice, lightweight, very lotion feeling moisturizer. Yeah, that's gonna be really nice for me, especially in the daytime. For the winter, I'm just finishing up a gel moisturizer right now, and I was sort of like, ooh, what am I gonna use after this? Because the other ones I have on hand are more nighttime. So this is gonna be perfect. I will let you guys know how I make out with that in a future speed reviews. I'll be testing that out relatively soon. And that was valued at $48. Aloe is not a brand that I'm familiar with. I have heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. I think it's like, do they also have yoga clothes? It says yoga skincare. I feel like they also have like activewear clothing. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm right or wrong on that. I feel like I've heard of them before. I live in a very small area where I'm not exposed to a lot of different brands. Okay, so next for my choice item, I think they sent me something different from what I chose. So the next item that I chose out was the Pomelo & Co. Vanilla Boost Hair Mask. valued at $30, but what I have is this instead. So this is the Formula Z I'm So Pretty Shadow Stick Duo. So this is not what I chose. I can only assume that they ran out of the hair mask. This is the first time that that's happened to me. I know that's happened to you guys here and there. This is what this is looking like. Shadow Stick Duo. Okay, so we have like a crayon on one side. Ooh, it's really pretty. Look at that. That's a nice metallic. It's like a bronzy metallic. And then I'm guessing on this side, it's like a liquid version. Yeah. So that's fine. I mean, it's pretty. It's just not what I asked for, right? So these are the colors here. So you've got the liquid on one side and the crayon on the other. I think that's really beautiful. I do think it's something that I'll use. However, I chose out the hair mask because I wanted a hair mask. So there's that. This was, I don't know what this was valued at. I have no idea because I don't have any information on it. So that's that on that. We're not going to get too worked up over it, but the last item that I chose was the Lauren's Skincare Lip Oil. So this is valued at $22 and it's in strawberry. And I don't know if that's the scent or the color. This is what it looks like here. I love a lip oil. You guys know that. Oh, I love a big doe foot like that. Oh, it smells like strawberries. Oh man, it smells real nice. Oh, I just want to eat it. So no color really. I think there maybe is like the tiniest hint of a pink hue to it, but basically clear. I would guess that the strawberry is the scent. So maybe they have other scents within their same lip oil range. This was valued at $22. I'm not sure if I said that already, but it says ultra hydrating lip oil enriched with shea butter, vitamin E, cushiony feel, helps replenish your lips' moisture barrier, leaving them soft and smooth. Also adds a subtle sheen for a naturally radiant pout. Love that. That's like everything that I look for in a lip oil. I do have lips on right now, so I'm not going to try this on right now, but it does feel, I'm just touching it on my hand, it does feel really nice. It doesn't feel sticky, but it doesn't feel like really thin like the Merit lip oil. I told you guys that one's like not my favorite because it's so thin, it just like slides off your lips and you're reapplying it a million times. So this one feels kind of like in between a more sticky lip gloss formula and a really oily lip oil. It's like right nicely in the middle. So I'm very excited about that. I was really pleased to see a lip oil as a choice item. So let me do some quick math and I'll let you guys know what the total was on this box. Assuming that the crayon was a similar price to the hair mask that I asked for, my total value of my box is $228. I don't know how much this is actually worth. However, I can only assume that they've replaced the hair mask with something of a similar value. Let's assume that. So $228 is the highest value box that I think I've had since we've done the Ipsy changeover. So that's exciting. Definitely, you know, because of this serum that's so pricey. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the box. I'm disappointed that I didn't get the hair mask. I'm not like wildly disappointed. It was one of those that I was like, yeah, I guess I'll pick the hair mask, you know, but I don't really love that I picked something and they sent me something else. And I know you guys have also had that experience. Some of you guys anyways have told me that you've also had that experience. It's a little bit disappointing, you know. Don't give me a choice and then give me something different. Just give me whatever you want then, you know. Anyway, so all that to say, I'm really excited about the moisturizer. I think this is a great item to get in a box. Excited about the little Ofra palette, the lip oil. I like all of it. I really do. And even this, I wiped it off, but look how well it stayed. I really scrubbed at it too. So excited to give that a whirl as well, even though it wasn't the item that I picked. I'm glad that they at least replaced my item with something that I would use and not like some random like dark lipstick or something like that that I'm never gonna wear. So that's that for this month. This was the October box. I haven't seen any spoilers for November yet, but I'm excited to see what my choice items are. I feel like it's just as fun to like see what the choice items are and pick through than it is to like open it all. So I would love to know what you guys got in your box this month. Did you get the same stuff, different stuff? What was your power picks? Did you have an item swapped out in your box as well? Maybe there was an issue with the mask that we don't know about. Anyways, I always love to chat with you guys in the comments down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.